Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. How are you guys doing today? I hope all is well. It's been a long day, guys. I'm exhausted. But this is why I never give a time because my schedule is so busy. Um, and so I have to just, ask you guys, you listeners, to just subscribe to the channel. And that way you'll get a notification as to when I come on. So thank you for being here today, guys. It's been a really long day. Tomorrow feels the same. Um, Honestly, I'll be glad when this week is over because then I can wind down next week and have some more me time. Because when my me time is cut down some, I start to feel it a little bit. So, but anyway, I hope you guys had a great day and that these messages are helping you and that you are resonating with the things that are being said in these messages because we are here to help, to build up and not to tear down. So keep in mind for everyone listening that this channel is to uplift, never to tear down. So please be respectable with any comments um, and just respect one another. So, with that being said, let's talk about this topic of discussion today. And the topic is love yourself and help others to do the same. Love yourself and help others to do the same. Guys, we're in a world today where people just, let's face it, don't really give a damn about anybody else but themselves. Oh, I got mine and I don't care how you get yours. I don't care about A, B, C, and D. There was a time not too long ago in the past where people were concerned about, their fellow brother or sister, to the point that they would reach out and see how they're doing, et cetera, and so forth. And even family, used to be closer. And what's happening is that the matriarchs of families are passing away, and there's nobody there to pass the torch to. So when a foundation is not strong, cracks will happen. And then eventually the foundation falls apart. And, and when the matriarchs are no longer here, and it just seems like things are so different, but not in a positive way, when it comes to people caring and being concerned about others. So, although the healing process is to help ourselves to heal from pain, grief, trauma bonding, and whatever losses and whatever else there may be, even though that's the case to help ourselves to grow and heal, it also involves, guys, um, helping others to do the same because we could be depressed and going through whatever we're going through. But I noticed for myself, like during those really, really hard times, um, and I helped somebody else, it helped me as well. Like I said, life is full of lessons, circumstances, people, and situations come into our life for a reason, season, lifetime, or a lesson. And for me, what I try to do today is learn these lessons quicker than I have in the past because I've repeated so many lessons so many times over and over again that now I see what they look like. That's what people don't understand. And because of the losses, so many of them during the shutdown the first time around, hopefully we never have to experience that again. It showed me how short life was and to value people, to value what I have, be grateful on a daily basis. Because some people didn't wake up today, and let's be grateful for every day that we have because life is short. So, some people, because of grief and not doing the work to heal or not knowing where to go, they could be in a depression or just coexisting. Maybe they lost someone they truly loved, that meant everything to them because the losses will eat at you, the grief will eat at you. Um, the first place I always encourage is therapy, grief therapy, because it helps. It's an outlet for the pain, guys. Because if you don't do anything, then the pain stays stuck and stagnated within you. But as you heal and do the work, you fall down, you get up again. You fall down, you get right back up again. And you persevere, you bite, you crawl through all these obstacles and problems that are going to surface as you do the work. Because this is for yourself, your mental and physical health. And eventually, as you continue to do the work and see the results little by little, you're going to start to experience the inner peace. And that's priceless. Never allow anyone to interfere with your self-care, because self-care turn in your time alone, self-care turns into self-love. And when you start to see things from a different perspective, you start to understand these lessons and why it's important to learn them sooner than later. And then you start to realize things that are not for your highest good because they're so toxic. Whereas before in the past, for me, with the self esteem being so low and not doing the work to heal, I was just accepting it, being happy that someone even wanted to interact with me because that's how low my self esteem was before I started to do the work on myself. And as I did the work and start to heal, I started to see things from a different perspective. It's like the metaphor of getting a whole box of puzzle pieces and then you turn the box over and all the pieces fall on a table. You really don't know what the picture is until you start to put the puzzle together. And then you can see what the background picture is. Oh, that's a tree, that's a bear laying under the tree, or whatever it may be. You start to see what it is. That's how it is on this healing journey. You don't know what to expect because life doesn't come with an instruction book, especially when you have lost so much and you have grief. But what you do know is that you have to take care of your physical and mental health. So the first place that I always suggest is therapy. And as you do the work in therapy and start being persistent, you will start to creatively figure out ways to heal yourself. One of the things I do too is watch a lot of comedy stuff because laughter is the best medicine, and music. This is why now you hear background music. If the commercial comes on, I have to turn it off, but trying to figure out how to do this without the commercials. But music is soothing, especially something soothing. It calms the soul. Music is a healing force as well. So things that that are healing, do these things. Like I would look up a lot of things about healing, and then the things that caught my attention, I would apply it in my own life. And believe me, guys, it worked. Because as you start to heal, you start to build up your self esteem. And then you start to look at situations that you've gone through, many of them as lessons, and then you try to learn them quickly so you don't have to repeat them. Because after you learn the lesson, you can close that door. You don't have to repeat, because when you repeat lessons, the wheels spin around. That lesson come back around worse and worse and worse. So when you learn it, you can close the door and move towards your new beginnings. When you are in pain, I have some notes here, feeling lost. However, you still find the time, when you find the time to build someone else up, you could be saving a life because you don't know what that person may be going through or what they may be feeling. So even if you take 5 or 10 minutes out of your schedule to hear somebody else and what they are going through and you uplift them, that's healing too. That's part of the work on healing because you're showing empathy towards someone else. Many people today don't, they just don't have, they just don't have that in them. So please do that. And, these are things that's going to help you on this healing journey. Teach others from your own personal experience. Like if you've gotten through something, um, you know, tell others about it. That's what I do here on the channel. I talk about ways I've gotten through situations, because I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I've gotten through things one day at a time, one step at a time, one brick at a time. And that's how you have to do it. And if you're going to fall down certain times, but get right back up, get on a horse again and keep going. And I promise you, as you do that, you're going to see the results. It may be slow. Be patient with yourself. You will see the results. And one of the things I had to do, set boundaries. And when people didn't like the boundaries, what I did is just, cut off, block, and delete, because my peace of mind and my inner peace and mental health is everything. And I see it as a um, self preservation. It's important that we do that, especially in a world that we live in where everything around us is mainly toxic and full of drama and negativity, all the things we don't want, many of us don't want anyway. And so, to protect our mental and physical, we have to set boundaries. And like I said, in my case, when boundaries were disrespected, I don't tolerate any form of disrespect. So I cut off, block, and delete. And I don't unblock or any of that, because before gotten to that point, boundaries were set, conversations were had. And then at this point, it's disrespect. So it's nothing more to do. And for me, that is a resolution. I, for the first time in my life, I understand, before my mother passed away, what she said to me. She kind of mellowed out and she said, you know um, I want peace, and I understand what that is. No drama, no hell raising, no fight, any of that. And anything that brought that to my life has been blocked and cut off. And you have people who try to come back and try to start something. Then that's when I go into a deep prayer with God and I transmute that energy to Him and give that to Him. Because when someone has made vows to God, when you start making vows and things, of course, what you can do, and you honor and God honors those vows, He's not going to let anybody or anything interfere with that. All you have to do is pray to Him and be what's the word I'm looking for? Your intentions are pure and you're coming to Him in the upright. He's going to intervene on your behalf so that you can um you know, take care of the vows so that no one or anything interfere with that. And I've seen Him do that over and over again once I go to Him and transmute that energy. Because, like I said, it's important that I stay on this path, regardless of who likes what, where, why, or when. It's not my problem. What I tell people is that they need to look at the healing process, and perhaps they may need to do that as I'm doing it, because I have no tolerance for toxicity, because it's a regression from what I've already healed from. So it's important when you get on this journey that you're serious about it and that you persevere, because you will see the results. And if you have a support system, use that. Even though a person who's within your support system cannot do anything about what you're going through, but they can be a support to you, build you up during a time where you need that, because not everyone have that. So utilize that if you have it, and bring people in your life who support you and who want to see you succeed, not people who want to see you fail and they're behind the scenes trying to block you and stop you. What I do, those folks have been removed from my life, and then I give all of that to God as I continue to direct my focus on not just only this channel, but on myself to heal. It's so important, people. Don't give up on yourself, because when you love yourself, you start to take care of yourself more. Give yourself that time you need. And it's not being selfish, it's self preservation. It's so important, guys. And I've learned from all the pain and the thing I've went through and situations is to turn that pain into power and not let it break me, which is important, not by myself, but with God, with the help of God. He has been so good to me and helped me as I continue to do the work and move forward. and help others, you know. That's the message today, guys. I'm not sure what time I'm going to be here again tomorrow, so subscribe to the channel, tell others. In a comment category, let me know how these videos are helping you and tell me what you want to hear and talk about. And we can do that here. Remember the key factors to build up here. That's the message again. Thank you for stopping by. Guys, this is Lisa, shedding love and light, and I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Bye for now. Have a great night, guys.